I'm here with Mark Lyon. He is the owner here at Maquoketa Brewing, and luckily for us, I've already got a beer in my hand. Thanks so much for that. All right, this is here. We're here at Maquoketa Brewing. Let's check out your brewery, huh?
All right, come on in.
Yeah. So, tell me a little bit about Maquoketa Brewing. I mean, I guess how big of a system are you running in here?
It's a 3-barrel system, so that's about 100 gallons every time we brew.
Yeah. Are you brewing pretty much weekly, or?
We usually brew twice a week.
Twice a week. Oh, yeah. Wow. Now, you went ahead, you got me a beer. Thank you very much. What am I drinking here?
Okay, you're having our Codfish Hollow Brown Ale. You can buy it in cans if you're at a concert out of Codfish Hollow. It's called Arnold out there.
Okay.
And, it's a great beer.
Yeah, this is nice. It's nice. It's crisp. It's a perfect amber ale. Not overly complicated. Nice and smooth, though. Tell me a little bit about, I guess, your brewing philosophy. What are you going for as brewers here?
Well, in a small town, you have to really cover the gamut, right? You can't just be an IPA shop or whatever, right? And of course, knowing that a lot of people really like just a light beer here. So like our #1 beer is a beer called Papy's. It was a recipe that I worked on for years because Papy's my neighbor, and anything I home brewed, he was like, I can't drink that. So I just kept working and working until I found a recipe that not only had one of, but then he was having another and another. So we named a beer after.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, this is a nice little system you got here. And being able to crank out quite a bit of beer. So how many, I guess, barrels are you putting out in a year?
Usually around about 200 a year.
That's awesome. So tell me a little bit more about the history. How long have you guys have been open for? A couple of years now?
A little over 3.
A little over 3. And I guess, how did you get started?
I'm on the city council, so I was kind of been waiting for someone to build a brewery here in town because I was always going up to Jubex and Dubuque, and finally decided that it's something I could do as a kind of a retiree with some brewing background to bring people to town and a place for me to have a beer.
Right. It's the nice thing is, I love the idea that these little breweries have been popping up all over the place. It used to be historically that there was a brewery or two in every single town, and
absolutely. And
now we're back to that as well.
That's right.
Okay, well, we made our way behind the bar here. This was really good. I'm really enjoying it. I'd love to try that Papy. Why not?
All right.
So you've been brewing here for a couple years now. I'm guessing you were a home brewer before that?
I was for about 8 years. About
8 years. Oh, wow. So this is the Papy. This is your approachable answer to the light lager, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's got that distinctive crispness. It's nice, it's clear, it's clean. It's exactly what you're talking about. Not something that's going to initially just punch you right in the mouth as far as big flavors. Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about the establishment. I hear you guys do a lot of live music.
We do. Every Friday you can count on there being either an open mic night or someone in here playing some live music. We sometimes during the winter we have ticketed events on Saturday nights, so we bring in some more regional bands.
Oh, awesome.
And actually ticket the event. But we also host blood drives. Tonight's Thursday, and so the crochet and chat group will be in there crocheting away and having a beer. So I mean, it's a great local meeting spot. Yeah,
it's a really almost a community hall, kind of a thing, huh? Yeah, this is fantastic. But I think I am ready to have my mouth punched a little bit. Hit me with your wild and wacky, or your funky even.
Okay, well, I will hit you with our Calamansi Sour.
Calamansi Sour,
which is on tap number 6. And so, I don't know if you know Calamansi.
No,
it's a fruit. It's a crossbreed between mandarin orange and kumquat.
Okay.
Okay, and for those who have never had a sour beer, right? It's kind of like that Sour Patch Kid thing.
Right,
so there's like a sourness, but then a sweetness too. So this is a big hit around here.
Hey, you're punching me in the mouth. That's great. Yeah, well, I'm not a gigantic sour guy. Once again, I appreciate the variety that it offers under beer.
Oh, yeah.
This certainly isn't something that you're cracking a 6-pack and just going to town kind of a thing. But it's still nice, and you're right. the flavor is there as far as having that big hit of sourness, but then the citrusy fruitiness to it is also very good.
Yeah, my wife, who won't drink beer, will drink that, right? So because it doesn't taste like beer.
It doesn't. So, and that's once again, that's the great thing about beer. There's a beer for everybody.
That's what we're trying to do here.
You just got to find it. Oh wow. So, Mark, I also understand you guys do a lot of charity work as well.
We do every Thursday. Any beer sold, we give $1 for every one of our beers to a local charity. And each month the charity changes. We also have on Sunday afternoons we have uker twice a month, and so a lot of the uker pot ends up going to the charity as well. So that's just one of our key things, was to draw people to town, to raise money for local charities, to highlight live music. This kind of what we're here for.
Oh, that's great. I mean, once again, you're building community, having that kind of communal space. That's really important. Okay, let's go with one more beer. Dealer's choice, whatever you're feeling.
Okay, well this is an incredibly popular beer for us. This is and one of my oldest recipes is Maquoketa Milk Stout.
Okay.
So we get a lot of people who say like, "Oh, I don't like dark beer," right?
Right.
As if dark is somehow a flavor. but this. So there's, you have to kind of wait.
You got to give that
like a Guinness. You have to kind of give it some time. But
let it settle.
we put lactose in it, so it has a sweetness to it that makes it a milk stout, and it's incredibly popular. I had someone just the other day tell me, they're like, I don't normally drink beer, but your milk stout, I just come back to it time and time. So
yeah, of course, it's got that nice smoothness to it, nice even keel. That little bit of sweetness. Once again, I don't care for like really overly sweet beers. This has that nice little hint of sweetness. It's taking a little bit of edge off that chocolatey malt, and it's nice. It's a nice even balance between those two. So as far as transforming Maquoketa, tell me a little bit about your part in that with bringing this in.
Well, it's just, we wanted to bring people downtown, right? Maquoketa really went through a transformation in the last 10 years, so it's just kind of being revitalized. So this building was totally derelict, right? So new roof, all new everything. We've been able to save the 100-year-old floors and basically turn it into what it is today. So. Yeah.
Well, Mark, I'm going to tell you right now, you're brewing some great beer and you're building a pretty good community as well. And appreciate your time.
Thank you.